Hey, what's up, guys? I got an email with a bunch of questions, so I figured I'd just take this opportunity and answer more questions. So this is actually good for me. It's good to make these videos answering these questions. That way, if ever someone emails me, I can have these videos to help answer questions. So I appreciate you sending these in. So let's just start here. Let's see, what is your take on this? And then there's a list of questions. So let's go. Number one, how long does it take to get a list? It can take anywhere from a few hours to a few days. Some counties have lists online. Some counties you have to request them via phone call, email, or mail. And then if you get really good at this business, you will learn how to create your own lists, which is what I like to do. So it may take me a couple days to create a list. Or to request one, or if I just get one online, it's a matter of minutes. Question two, do you find that clients don't have a problem paying the 30 or 40% finder's fees? I'm negotiable in every deal. Every deal is different, so that's one thing that's cool about this business is every case is different, every story is different, but I will say my average commission is 30%. Are lists very easy to get? So this is similar to question one. They can be if they are online. Here's the thing, if the easier a list is to get, the more people are going to be working that list. So if you learn how to create your own list, for example, then you know that you will probably have less competition in that area. But bottom line is the easier the information is to get, then the more access everyone has to it. So again, that's why I say, it's easy to get tax sale overage lists. It's just a matter of calling the county. Mortgage overage lists are a little harder. Sometimes they don't have them. Sometimes you have to make those yourself. So that's why mortgage overages can be a little tougher to get into in the beginning. So are lists easy to get? They can be, but just know the easier they are, the more competition. Number four, what makes you stand alone from the completion? I think that's competition. What makes you stand alone from the competition? Please explain or lead me to a video that explains what makes you stand alone to the competition and your service is cut above. Excellent question. Very fair question. Here's the thing. I am not going to talk bad on any other educators in the overages business. I've been a client of multiple courses. I am grateful to all of those that share their knowledge and information to help others. Here's one thing I will say though. I am the only one that has shown, excuse me, I'm the only one that has shown case studies of deals that I've actually done personally. If you look at all of the other educators out there in this space, I don't think any of them have shown actual deals that they have done personally. So what makes me stand alone from the competition? Because I lead from experience, and I lead and teach from what I've actually done, not what I've read in a book, or not from, buying someone else's course and then selling that product. Here's the thing, guys. Again, and this is not to belittle or disparage any of the other educators in my space. I have respect to all of them, but many of them do not have experience in overages. There's a few individuals that they purchased courses from other individuals and they just market it. Or there are individuals that they have someone that they know does overages, and so they've partnered with that individual and then sell that individual's knowledge, but it's not their own. It's not their own experience. Of all the educators out there, there's me and one other person where I know of, we're actually involved in the business today. Me and one other person. Everyone else, I do not have reason to believe that they have even done deals themselves. So hopefully that answers that question. Number 5, is it your cold calling scripts that you use, Nick? Have to ask this question because I can sell over the phone. One person told me if you have a very good script that most of the better have. Okay. I do have scripts in my course. I do use a script. One thing I don't do is I don't read word for word, but I use a script to guide me, and that has helped me. And I share that script with my students in my course. Let's see, question 6. I can tell you this, I'll work 40 to 50 hour a week to fill the pipeline. I just have to be sure it's not going to be wasted time. I can sell over the phone. Is this kind of approach that you use? I just want to know what works best. Hopefully I'm understanding this, but I think you're asking what are the best ways to get deals. I will tell you most of my deals come through talking to people on the phone. I have done deals strictly through email. I've done deals strictly through text. Letters have worked out well for me. Reaching people via social media and Messenger on Facebook. It all works. Everything works. It's just, will someone do the work for a long enough period of time? But most of my deals come through the phone, if that's your question. Question 7, is there going to be longevity in this business, or will these states and counties stop this? Great question. I do believe that this business will be around for the long haul. As long as we still have foreclosures and tax sales, then there will be a business for this. And you have to think the reason we have foreclosures is disaster, whether it's like a financial disaster, like personal disasters, right? People have emergencies, they get sick. Sometimes they have to choose whether to pay their mortgage or pay a hospital bill. It sucks, but we have disasters. We have divorce. As people continue to get divorced, we will continue to have foreclosures, and people die. Those are the 3 main reasons of foreclosure and tax sale: death, divorce, and disasters. So if we still have death, divorces, and disasters, this business isn't going away. How many states are available for tax overages? Again, I don't know exactly how many. I believe there's 14 states that don't have tax overages. However, that number is changing. Recently, Michigan just passed a law where they will be sending the overage back to homeowners, where before the county could keep it. So now we're going to have another state that we didn't have before, and laws will change. How many states are available for mortgage overages? All of them that I'm aware of. Let's see, you bought Bob Diamond's course. How come he does just tax sale overages and not mortgage overages? I have no idea. I cannot speak on his behalf. You should probably ask his team that. If people just go after season deals 6 months or older, what about the completion right after the tax sale same day? You can absolutely do that. I've done both. I've gone after deals. I've sent letters, called people the day after the foreclosure sale. I've also done deals that were 6 months, a year, 2 years old. It doesn't matter how old it is. I don't care how old it is. As long as the money's there and available to recover, I'm going for the deal. Out of selling this course over the years, how many people are working this business? Well, at the date of this, I haven't even been selling a course for over a year. I mean, today's August 18th, 2020. My course launched in October of 2019. So I haven't been selling a course for years. I can tell you that I personally have, a few hundred students. How many people are working this business full time? Very few is what my experience has been. Most people are doing it. Most people I've come across that are having success just do it on the side, part-time gig. I know very few people that are doing this full-time like I am. Hopefully that answers that question. Question 14. I know a lot of people buy stuff and maybe will work it for a while, but they will not continue. Like you said, shiny object syndrome. Do you find this happens a lot with your course? I find this happens a lot with a lot of courses and just with people in general. I mean, I was one of these people as well, where it's you get into something and then you watch a webinar, you see an ad, and your attention goes somewhere else. And I did that, and I lost a lot of time doing that. I lost a lot of time trying to do different things, because every time you start something new, you're starting from scratch, and so you start over, and unfortunately, that happens to a lot of people. And that's just the reality that we live in today. And that also comes from being interested versus being committed. So everything changed for me when I committed to the overage strategy. And I said, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to give it a good year to see if it works. I knew I could do deals because I had done a couple deals, but I was like, I'm going to commit a year to this. I'm going to quit my job, commit a year, and see where it takes me. So I was committed, man. I left the prison. I left the military. There was no fallback. And that's the only reason I saw success, I think, is because I was committed to the process. If you're just interested, if you're just going to try something out for a month, 2 months, you're not going to make it, man. You won't make it. You won't see success. If you're just interested, if you're just looking to sample it, I would tell you, do not buy my course, because as soon as it gets hard, you're going to quit. So I tell people, you have to commit bare minimum 6 months, preferably a year, to one course of action, one system, one strategy. If you're in real estate and you're looking to get into real estate and you're looking at wholesaling, freaking do wholesaling, but do it for at least 6 months to a year before you try another strategy. You want to be a real estate agent? Be a real estate agent, but do it for 6 months to a year before you try anything else. You want to do overages? Do overages, but do it for 6 months to a year before you try anything else. Most people won't do that. Let's see. What is your closing percentage with your proven methods and scripts that your best students and you use? Uses, and are they the same one that is in your course? So yeah, I teach, I have my scripts, and I everything I teach from what I've done. It's not theory, it's my experience that I'm sharing with you guys. What's worked, what hasn't worked. So for me, I know that if I talk to 10 people, so if I make contact with 10 people, I'm going to get a deal, probably 2. That's me. I've been doing this a while. I tell my students, be prepared to talk to at least 20 to 30 people. If you have no skill on the phone, if you're getting brand new into this, be prepared to talk to 20 to 30 people before you get one deal. If you're not prepared to do that, I would not suggest getting into this business. But for me, if I talk to 10 people, I'm going to get one deal. What is the most effective component script or the methods that you use to close deals, Nick, that you teach that will give your students the edge? So this kind of goes over the phone question, I think. Again, most of my deals are closed via the phone, but I teach a multifaceted approach, meaning call people, send texts, leave voicemails, send letters, send emails. The more ways you can find to get in touch with someone, the higher your chances of success of actually getting a deal. Okay, some of these I don't think are questions. So there's no question mark in here. There's no question mark in that one. Okay, the rest of these I don't think are questions. So I think that's all of them. Awesome, very cool. That's all I have for you guys. Hopefully those help answer your questions. Appreciate that. And again, if you have other questions, if you're on my YouTube channel, make sure you go to the playlist section, because I have playlists, right, where frequently asked questions about the business, case studies of deals I've done, how the process works, the overage profitability formula, the process from A to Z. So be sure to look that up, guys. Check out the playlist. There's a lot of great information there. I know some of these questions I've answered in other videos. I hate to repeat myself, but if they keep getting asked, I'll keep answering. Um, but I hope this was helpful for you. Check out those playlists. Check out the frequently asked questions, the case studies, the student testimonials. Again, I hope you got some value out of this video and got some nuggets. And hopefully this helps you in your due diligence on whether or not this business is a right fit for you. You know, like I always say, the concept is simple, the execution is difficult. But, you know, I love the aspect of helping people in this business, helping people that have gone through a tough time. I love the variety of this business, how every case is different, everyone's story is different. I've never had a case that was the exact same scenario. So I love the variety. I love serving people. I love being able to help others while at the same time helping myself. It's a win-win. It's a great business, but it's not for those who are looking to make a quick buck. And it's not for those who think that they're going to be a millionaire overnight. I'm not a millionaire, guys. I'm not. But I live a much better life than what I used to live. So, hope this helps. If you are ready to jump in and be committed to this process in the business, then you can go to Overage Syndicate or enroll directly at school.overagecourse.com, and the links to those are posted below in the comments in the description. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks, guys.